What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing the Rashford review, and I've already done this, but for some reason audio everything didn't really work, so we are doing it again. Unfortunately it will only be one match instead of the normal two, mainly because I've already done them. So to be honest, I've already played with him. Looking at this SBC, 84, 85, 86, decent packs back to an extent. I think it's around about 55 to 70k worth of packs. 84, 85, 86, like I said, one team of the week out of all of them. He's coming in at about 260, 250-ish. Is he worth it? Looking at a few of his stats, obviously he is a very pacey player. 3-star weak foot, which isn't the greatest. 5-star skill moves, which is nice. Obviously 6'1", so quite a tall striker as well. Being very pacey, this card would have been incredible last year, obviously with the pace and everything that's going for him. Shooting wise, he only got a +1 on his finishing when it came to the upgrade from his 83, which I think is a little bit sneaky, if anything. Personally, I don't get why he only got +1. Everything else, I believe he got +2 on his pace. I think there was a +4 on his dribbling, 5 on his passing, and I think a couple on his physical, and then 2 on his defending as well. The stats in general are relatively nice. 81 composure is okay, but the rest of the dribbling stats are relatively decent right there. Shooting wise as well, I found like he had a really nice shot on him, even though his weak foot isn't the best. We will go and get into the game and talk about him as well, as I kind of already know about this player already. Obviously being Man U supporter, Rashford was always going to be the review. Unfortunately it has come a little bit later on, just purely for the fact that I've been spending about an hour and a half editing it and then finalising it, to only realise then that it weren't my software that actually corrupted it and didn't do anything with it. But we will get into the final game. What's he got? So he's got R9, fair enough. He's done the Futmas on, is it Morelio, I want to say? That's how you pronounce him? Maybe. He's got a silver right wing there. I'm guessing just to link David Villa in. Obviously, probably will sub him out. I don't know what actual formation he'll go for. It looks like he'll probably go for a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. Something very similar. And I can imagine he'll pause it straight away to get his... No, he's going to play with that right wing. For now anyway. I'll see how that happens later on in the game. But I would have thought he would have actually subbed him out. Obviously, in the 2 matches that you didn't see, Rashford did score 2, which is always nice. 1 in each game, so I'm quite happy that he's actually scoring as well. And to be honest, the 2 players we played against, one of them played really well. Rashford nearly getting in on there. One of them played really well, and then the other one, I don't know how he clutched a draw off me. I really don't know, but he managed to clutch the draw. The first match was against kind of like a mixture of Icon / Serie A doing the objective. And he did, we went 3-1 up, and then somehow he managed to beat me 4-3. Really don't know how they did that. Personally, it seemed like they changed their account. But Rashford, in that, the one things that I did kind of find from him is very, very strong. Really good at kind of holding that ball up. But then also is very quick to get away from players. Mainly as well, shooting wise, really good on that power shot more than anything. It's just getting up to him, if anything, because... Ooh, okay. Because obviously I'm not using my normal team. Walcott is relatively okay, but I don't think he's absolutely amazing. That's a nasty challenge. So here I can imagine... Is he going off? He's going. Okay, this game could get very interesting already. And I'm just hoping he doesn't do that. Because you know what? Now I have no loan card at all. So this has just literally become a flop in literally 9 minutes of FIFA. Honestly, this couldn't get any worse. It's just madness. But I suppose we can talk about Rashford. Unfortunately, it isn't the review that I wanted to give you. And especially for Rashford, I'm kind of annoyed that this has happened, because the first 2 matches, there was some good clips in there. Some really nice striking clips for him. But obviously, it wasn't meant to be. So we're just going to talk about him, really. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Unfortunately, we are just going to have to sit here for a little bit, as I don't have any games with him, and personally, I just don't think the SBC is worth it as of yet. I'm going to probably sleep on it and see what I feel like tomorrow about him. Mainly because 260k for an 85 rated striker, who predominantly is going to be a super sub for me. The only thing that's kind of getting me for him is the fact that he's a Man U player. That is literally the only reason why I'm even considering it. But then you've got to think of the facts. He's an 85 rated striker. He's an 83 normal. He's not got a single in form yet. Man U are coming into a little bit of form. Not incredible amounts, but a little bit of form. Can you see him getting another in form or a singular in form to start with? And how much would that in form be? Personally for me, if there was going to be a team of the week, Rashford, I think especially if it's an 84 or an 85, I don't think he'll cost 260k. I just can't see that happening. He is a meta player of this game, and we've already proven that through his normal gold card. We've seen it in a lot of teams in the build-up for FIFA. So I just don't think his in-form card will be 260k. Only if he got to maybe an 86, 87, then I could see the 200k threshold. So that's what's kind of deterring me away from this Futmas card, mainly because we're in, December. There is so many times for him to get an in-form or another special, and I think he will do it. So why would I risk putting it all in tradables when predominantly down the line we could get a red Rashford or even just get an in-form Rashford? For me, I think 260k at this point away from Team of the Year, I just don't think it's worth it. Saying that though, he is a good player. He is a very good player when it comes to this. As you can see, 3 games now, 2 goals. He didn't really have too much opportunity in the first 2 matches, and obviously the third match he had no opportunities, but I still think he kept his chances. The first goal he scored was just a pass around the box, that's just standard, and then the second one was a lovely turn away from Rio. Obviously with a 5-star skills, he can scoop, he can do everything, and that is the brilliant thing about him. He's quite quick on the dribble for a 6'1" player. I was really happy with how he actually played, and the ability he has to get in front of goal and really smash it home, and that's something that I do really like about this card. The main factor is the cost. I think EA for Futmas this year have absolutely killed it. Honestly, the pricing is atrocious. This card for me, 150k. 150k, and I've already done it by now. And that's just a matter of it. Last year, I think he got one. I don't know the exact price for that, but I think comparing 2 FIFAs together is different because of how the market works, how everyone's priced. Obviously, the pricings are very different in some aspects. The main things you can obviously do is SBCs, and then you kind of put them how relevant they are to this year, and then also the ratings and obviously their stats. They're the only things that you really can kind of compare across games. I think if you're going to take FIFA 17's market to FIFA 20's market, or FIFA 18's to FIFA 19's, it all depends on what situation you're in. What point of the year was it? How much coins were actually being made? Last year and this year we've had FUT champs that have made stupid amounts of coins. We've got division rival rewards that obviously came into effect last year, which again is a massive coin surge. You do division rivals, FUT champs and squad battles, plus maybe some drafts, maybe some season objectives. You can easily make yourself so much money each week just by playing them game modes. So compared to other years, you just can't compare that. That is a huge amount of coins compared to the other years. But for me, I think Rashford deserves a lot better. I think SBC wise, I'd have been happy to give up maybe an 86 rated squad for him, or an 84 and an 85. But doing all 3 and putting him up over that 200k threshold, for me, I just don't think the SBC is worth it in my opinion. Especially when he is going to get another inform. He will get another special card by the end of the year. I guarantee, well, by the end of FIFA. I guarantee that. And even though the dynamic image and the card together looks really nice, and that's the only thing that's really looking at me, is the fact that they do look well together. The red, and obviously on both of them, is fantastic. And I think the only people that will probably do this card is people with Prem teams, because there's very little choice nowadays in Prem players. It's kind of the mega expensive, like Mane's, Salah's, and then it's these sort of kind of mid tiers where people want to upgrade a little bit. Obviously, I'd say this is probably one of the better strikers you can get for the Prem, compared to someone maybe you could link him up with Aubameyang's Team of the Year nominee. That is a nice card, or even Scream Firmino. You've got them options. So for me, I think it's either them or Man U fans. I don't think anyone else will be doing this. Road to Glories will definitely be staying away, because personally, you might as well just have his gold card. Literally is not a huge amount different. He may play a little bit better in this card, and that's what I do hope, but the gold card is definitely not far behind this card. After playing with both for quite a few matches, obviously the red card is only a 3-match loan, but I've really got a taste of him in the first 2 matches. So Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I do apologise that there was no clips. Unfortunately, I didn't really imagine him getting a red card straight away and then leaving. I really didn't see that happening. But apart from that, I think in general, overall review, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Is he going to be in anyone's FUT Champs teams? I'd probably say as a super sub if anything, but as a first team starter, I can't see a lot of people doing him just purely on the price. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. I know it's not the greatest review that you wanted to see, but unfortunately we're doing the best we can, and I couldn't miss the opportunity to do this Rashford. I really wanted to get the gameplay together, but unfortunately it's just not meant to be. It's not going very well recently, so I will stay tuned with it. I will try and get everything up again, and we've got some more reviews coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. And apart from that, make sure you enjoy, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.